Are you having issues beating 4.1 Cold Blood on Insane? Stick around and you'll be able to figure it out too. Now we're going to go with Vigorous Fire Ants instead of Pervasive. Now you can use Pervasive, and I honestly do like them better, but Pervasive gives you an early snowball compared to Pervasive that will be essential, in my opinion. First things first, we're just going to get out of here. Get the nest open ASAP. Turn off food and fighting. Alright, we don't really need that. What we need is to get out of the nest and get over here. And that's a restart. That might happen. I'll explain later. So yes, the spawns for creatures are randomized, so just restart if one of them gets in the way. But the goal is to get over here. Steal all 7 aphids. Don't need to get them all the way to your milk. We just need to get them off this hill. So get them at the bottom of this ramp at least. You'll be good to go. The reason I'm telling you to go for this right now is because the big-headed ants aren't coming out yet. They're gathering their food close by. And this is the perfect opportunity. See, if you do fight the big-headed ants, they will activate their super majors and will start raiding your aphid nest. That is not what you want, alright? You want to hold that off for as long as possible. Yes, we're going to lose pretty much everything there, but that's fine. As long as they're off the hill, that's all I cared about. Now turn off food and fighting so that way they don't get distracted by one of them, and also so they don't get distracted by that. They will go for that if food gathering is turned on. And then you start making some soldiers, just a few. We're just going to tear out 4 tiles right here, and this will be the initial army size. And now that we have some eggs hatched and we have some soldiers out in the field, we're going to gather a little bit of food. We're just going to wait for an opportunity to be grabbing those aphids, alright? When hopefully there's no creatures in the way. Yeah, just keep an eye out and gather aphids when you can. Now, also, we're going to want to gather the ones down south. Those are going to be a little tricky. A lot of enemies do like to spawn right and hang out right here, so that is a small issue. What I recommend is gathering up from the side here and coming in at this angle. They'll be less likely to be disturbed. Oh yeah, we're also going to open up this area to be our workers that'll take care of the aphid farm. We want them there so that way they can keep gathering no matter what, and this will be our food storage. And we're also going to finish off our soldier area for the time being. We're just going to fill this up, upgrade it as much as we can, and then we'll go from there. Alright, with 4 ants, we can now go down into our nest and open up this pocket. If you're playing Pervasive, I'd hold off a little bit until you have at least 5. Yeah, because this is why I chose Vigorous. It's just because you can be a bit more aggressive with them and snowball a lot more soon. Now, whenever you see an opportunity, go in for the aphids. Steal them one at a time and you'll be fine. Unfortunately, you just have to be a little patient looking for opportunities to steal aphids. This level is a mix of patience and aggressiveness. You just have to know when to hold off and when to go in all the way. Alright, we've just gathered all the aphids from there. And now we're just going to sit on our home aphid and just gather the food. We have 10 fire ants. We're storing up a fair bit of food right now. So now I think is the perfect opportunity to challenge this pocket right up here. Now, if you were going Pervasive, don't challenge this. Just don't. Yeah, don't open this pocket or this one. Because at night, the narrowmouth toads will open that one and that one. So if you go in there, you know, you're going to have to challenge a toad. And I don't think Pervasive has enough firepower to handle the toads, at least the first night. Now we're going to hold off on opening up the other pocket because I don't want to make a mistake, fatal mistake and restart. I've restarted a bunch trying to record this episode, so. With that being said, if you are enjoying this and you do want to support the channel, consider liking and subscribing and all that. This took me a while to come up with, and if you want to see 4.2, I'll be coming out eventually. I don't know, I've only done a little bit of testing on 4.2, so I don't know when I'll be able to come up with a strategy. Alright, it's nighttime now. We're going to hold off on spending more ants. Just going to start hoarding a little bit. What is going on with the lighting? I'm actually going to add 3 workers so that they'll be above ground, always collecting food for us. Alright? This worker group will be responsible for taking care of the aphid farm, collecting all the food and stuff. Leaving our workers, or our soldiers actually, to fight off enemy creatures. We're also going to bring our workers underground, or not our workers, our soldiers, to get ready for the toad invasion. Alright, just so you know, it is the first night and we are sitting at 15 fire ants. I'm leaving my ants a little bit back here. Actually, I want to bring them further back, so that way the toad gets inside and then we surround them. There we go. Now we can start surrounding it a little bit. Yes, go ahead, kill our fire ants. You're only making us stronger. Turn off food and fighting for our nursery group, so that way they can just focus on getting eggs out. And also we're going to open up that pocket now, because we will have reinforcements. We have a buff. We'll have the eggs replenished, ready for the buff, and we have a decent amount of food. Yes, there's a bit of larva there, but it should be fine. Oh, we might be running into a small issue, actually. Hatch, please. Thank you. Oh, that AoE attack is very deadly. I think we have this, but it's a little closer than I would have liked. Oh, stop doing that attack, please, and thank you. You know what? Everyone attack. Just go. The workers also have their own poison. All right. Well, I don't think I could have cut that any closer. I don't know why that was so difficult for me, but hey, mistakes happen. All right, let's move on. Oh, gather that food down here because that is free. So yes, today we will spend the entire time just guarding our aphids, all right? The little black ants will try to steal them, and we don't want that. So yeah, occasionally they will try to invade our nests, and so we will just have to be prepared for that. Full group of 19 fire ants ready to go. Now we will focus on upgrading when we have food to spare. You know, actually, we're going to go underground and open up the checker beetle here. And one of the toads will eventually open that up, so I'd rather take care of it while they're meager rather than when they're strong. Oh, food stores are full, so let's do some upgrading. Trust me, once you start getting the upgrades rolling, that's when the fire ants will be very nice. I would recommend going upgraded instead of numbers, just because when they're level 1, yeah, you can get more out, but they just have a low health pool, and they don't do nearly as much damage. Plus at level 3 you get a second one, which 2 level 3 ants are very, very good. 2 level 3 ants are better than 4 level 1s, in my opinion. Oh, make sure to turn off food gathering for your soldiers. You don't want them getting distracted by taking care of the aphids. You want them right there on the front lines. Otherwise, you may not be strong enough to fight off the invasions, and you'll get some aphids stolen. That's unfortunate. My last run, which was going great until I did not pay attention to how much food I had and spent too much. They do not attack until the 3rd day. That might happen to you. They might attack on the 2nd day. Just be ready on the 2nd day for any invasions from both colonies, all right? At the start of the 3rd day, though, you're going to be taking out this nuisance. Trust me, you'll have plenty of soldiers to take care of them, because at night you will be invaded an absolute ton. And actually, I'm going to open up this. None of them are remotely close to invading me, so I'm going to do that. Open it on up, get some more food rolling. Just because, might as well, while you know nothing else is going on, get some extra food. And now we go back out there just to make sure they're all protected, and also we're going to expand our aphid farmers to max size, so that way they can get all the aphids they need. All right, night is approaching. We're just finishing off the last bits of invasions from the big-headed ants. Strangely enough, the little black ants never did challenge us. Normally they challenge us at least once by now, or try and raid our nest, but they did not do that tonight at all, in the slightest. I'm not going to complain, I'm just going to take it. This is what our nest looks like right now. We have 24 ants. I want to keep a significant amount of food stored up, just because I don't want to run out. We're going to be fighting 2 toads again tonight, and we saw how close the last time was. I don't want it to be that close again. Now, the first toad that will spawn and be a threat to your queen is in the top right, and then the left. Looks like we're full up on food again, so I'm actually going to instead finish off our food stores, mostly. I'm also going to have them go further south, so that way they can surround the toad, hopefully. Now, toad did. Now we take on the other one. The other one's putting up a little bit more of a fight just because we do have them in a corridor, so it's a little bit more of an advantage for them. But in the end, we still won over. Keep upgrading our ants, and now I'm actually going to go outside. I'm going to group up my ants right here, and there's a good reason why. This guy. Yeah. They're annoying, and they actually do a fair bit of damage to your ants, so I want them as grouped up as possible, and then we'll go across and steal the aphids. Because once we get these aphids, we're golden. We're golden crispy. Turn off food gathering and go across. Start making that bridge. Oh, never mind. Salamander. Alright, now that the salamander's been dealt with, and our small distraction is no longer a problem, I'm going to steal these aphids now. Alright, aphids stolen. Now let's get back to normal business. Harvest the bodies. On our way back. And you know what? We're also going to go to the... never mind. Those bombardier beetles made me change my mind. Alright, there's no enemies over there, so I'm going to go over and at least get rid of the mantis fly. Mantis wasp, that's what it's called. Maybe get the aphids. Hopefully get the aphids. Turn off food gathering so we don't get caught up by the plants. Alright, there we go. Last aphid has been collected, so let's have our soldiers get back to their positions across the bridge. Turn on food gathering so they can gather that mantis. Being very careful not to overextend myself while I'm upgrading. Look at that number. We have 28 aphids. That is a golden number. And now the little black ants have woken up and realized, hey, maybe I should take care of them. Maybe I should fight them. We need to increase the amount of workers we have because, well, I don't think we'll be able to keep up with all that food with just 10 workers. And also, we should probably expand the number of nursery workers we have. Yeah, they did launch an attack on our nest by now. Oh, that's actually a decent sized one. How is the big-headed ants? All right, they're not much of a threat. So if you're getting attacked in the nest by the little black ants and the big-headed ants are going for your aphids, prioritize the aphids. All right, just have a few ants down in your nest, and whatever dies to the big-headed ants will spawn back and deal with the little black ants, all right? You just need to distract them. And besides, the little black ants, they aren't too deadly, so once you start thinning the numbers, they'll go down a lot easier. Oh, little black ants are inside the nest, but the other colony is not attacking us, so we should probably take care of that. Oh, especially since we're out of food. Oh, now the big-headed ants are coming to challenge us, but the lynx spider is helping us. Praise the lynx spider! That's enough praise. The lynx spider is very modest and does not like a lot of praise, alright? There we go. I'm not going to add any more workers to the aphid farm. Alright, 20 is going to be plenty to help us make sure we get every last drop of food out of it. I love to see it. See, sometimes every now and then, the little black ants and the big-headed ants will try and raid the aphids at the same time, and they'll just fight amongst each other. Actually, now that I realize it, it's both good and bad, because that sometimes allows the super majors to group up. And when they're in that big of a group, they can be troublesome, but it seems to be fine right now. Oh, now they're attacking the nest. Ah. Alright, when they're doing this, and they're not really attacking, but they kind of are, just send a few in the nest, and the rest back out. You may lose an aphid or two, but that's fine. An aphid or two is a small price to pay for staying alive. Trust me, once the next night is done, you won't need aphids anymore, really. I mean, it's nice to have, but you don't need them. Trust me. Alright, the big-headed ants are backing off. I'm going to try and gather that lynx spider. Oh, look at that. The lynx spider is coming to help us again deal with the big-headed ants. Alright, what I'm going to try to do is see if I can get the mantis wasp and get the aphids from here. If we do, that'll be a huge win for us. Oh, yep, the mantis wasp is kind of challenging us a little bit. It's fine. Nah, it's not fine. Alright, retreat. The big-headed ants are still, pressing an offensive against us, so we still need to watch ourselves. A lynx spider coming in. This is a messy nighttime, but it's fine. Probably. The toads are arriving soon. Oh, that's not good. Alright, everyone back underground. If we lose any aphids, we lose any aphids. Can't afford to keep fighting them all night, especially with the toads arriving any minute now. Acceptable losses, but I am going to turn on the combat, actually, for the workers. They're actually pretty decent at combat. Alright, yeah, they stole one aphid, that's fine. No, I don't want to disable combat for my combat group, I want to disable combat for my aphid group. They'll be getting us a nice steady source of income. For those of you that are curious, Most of our ants are level 3, some are level 2, and there's one at level 1. And we're at 41 ants. The right comes first as always, then left, then south. And I'm going to leave food gathering on for the soldiers for one specific reason, so they can distract these toads down here to delay them just a little bit longer. This night is probably the worst and toughest part of the level. I say probably because I did say that last time, beat it, and then lost the night after. But if you beat this night, you'll be pretty darn close to winning. Yeah, these are going to be a bit more of an immediate threat, but we should never forget about this frog. Kind of just bounce your ants back and forth. Just moving the marker back, left, right, you know. Whenever one side seems a little low on ants, bring them back. That's taken care of for now, although there will be another frog going up there, if I remember correctly. That is a large amount of frogs, but we will be able to get rid of all of them. We should be able to handle all 3. There we go. Now I feel fully confident that we at least won't die tonight. The other nights, who knows? Gather everything up and get ready for an incredible day, because we have all the food in the world. More ants on nursery duty. We're going to make it a solid 20 in total. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to dig in and take out all the underground creatures now. I want nothing left underground. For one simple reason, the frogs are just going to open up literally everything, so that less things to fight means I'm happier and less likely to lose. Now I've come too far to lose now. What I say, don't get upgrade happy. This is how I lost last time, getting too upgrade happy. And the checker beetles are out. It's the last bit of underground predators, and we will take them out. We'll harvest their corpses, and then we're going to go on an offensive. Take out the little black ants and be done with them. All right, time to attack. I'm not going to upgrade my ants anymore. Right now, we just need to make sure we have enough food to complete our offensive. Because right now, I'm kind of going to go with Reckless Abandon and ignore my aphids. So, you know, if this attack does not succeed, we're in trouble. But if it does, we'll be golden. Yeah, go ahead, attack my base. See what happens. Try me. The attack didn't seem to go too well for you. We'll fight our way into the nest 1 inch at a time. And now we've reached the nest. It's only a matter of time. We will press the advantage, and we shall destroy them where they stand. They can't resist the might of the Invicta army. They're becoming desperate. They're doing a last stand, and the queen is dead. Time to gather all the food. Listen, Beetle, I don't know if you realize this, but we just took down an entire colony. What makes you think you stand a chance? That's fine. Workers, go back into the nursery group. We don't need you anymore. For now, anyway. Your services will be required eventually, just not right now. Yeah, unfortunately, we did lose all of our aphids, but that's fine. We can get them back eventually. 21 there, 15 there. It's fine. Besides, this is a huge boost. Like, this entire chamber was filled with food. All these chambers were filled with food. And now, they're mine. That is worth way more than the steady trickle aphids were giving me. Sometimes all you need is a big push. Oh, they're attacking my colony now. Oh, that's a small problem, but it's fine. We'll be able to take care of them. Night is approaching, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ignore the food stores because there's not too much food in there. I mean, there is a little bit, but nothing really worth sticking around for and carrying it back to our nest. It's mostly 3s, but I am going to steal these aphids. And you know what? I'm also going to steal these aphids. We're going to have our workers go back out to handle the aphids, and we're going to keep calm for the most part and not do much more upgrading, just because I don't want to redo this again. I've been recording for the past hour. All right, get ready for a fight, because there's going to be an absolute ton of them coming in. All right, here comes the frogs in the south. We're going to push them so that way they don't group up as much. And also, we'll take care of that one eventually, just because we're sending them in the general direction. Carry them a little bit east so that way the new ones can spawn over there and help out. Just kind of have to juggle your ants. Send them where they're needed. And look at that, frog invasion has been defeated. I just didn't store enough food. You know, I made sure to keep most of my food stores away, and I lost half. I probably kept about half, and then I lost it all and was a little stupid with my placements or something. I don't know. Either way, now we can expand again. Though I'm going to keep a fair bit in stores. Now this might be an aggressive play, but I'm going to attack the big-headed ants tonight. I think it's a good idea. I'm going to turn off food because I do know there's a bunch of pitcher plants nearby and I want them all congregated. We've made it inside the nest. And now it won't be long before the queen shall fall. Long live the queen. And there's an existential threat neutralized. As you can see right now, I'm going on a bit of a spending spree, just absolutely enjoying the surplus of food. Also because we can't store enough. We can't store it all fast enough. We just keep on running out of storage. Not that I'm complaining or anything. Let me make myself clear. All right, we have picked the nest clean. And now we're going to go and steal our aphids back. Just so that way I can adjust for any mistakes I might make. I don't think I'll make any more mistakes, but we still need to take care of that bullfrog. And also survive the last assault. This is honestly the most amazing thing about playing as Fire Ants, just seeing the endless tidal wave that there is. Alright, all the aphids have been secure. We're kind of out of food, or out of food to store, should I say. So I think now is the perfect time to assault the bullfrog. We're going to be gathering up the base, and then we'll assault once everything's all in place. The time has come, bullfrog. Time to die. And the combat begins. They're not doing as much damage as I remembered them doing when I did the practice run. Oh well, they'll get there eventually. And if I see my numbers dropping below 400 food, I might want to call off the invasion real quick and hold out for a night. But I think we'll be fine. Oh, yep, that bullfrog is down. And there's a free 1,200 food just waiting for us. In fact, I'm going to upgrade our food stores just a little bit so we can handle all that food. So I want all that in my nest just to make sure we don't die. Because it would be so disappointing if I just failed right now. These salamanders, are they coming out for the assaults? Oh yeah, they do go in. Oh, that's crazy. I didn't notice that. That's kind of cool touch that they put on. Whatever. This assault is honestly kind of a joke, to be real with you, just because at this point we've handled worse, much worse. And if I really wanted to, I could just chill out and not press a single button. Maybe I should press some buttons. Guide them towards that group in the south that's starting to group up, because I don't want them getting all grouped up, because then they'll be a lot tougher to deal with. This is quite the assault, but we're handling it just fine. Alright, looks like the invasion has stopped. Time to just clean up what we got left. Let's take out these frogs to the north, and then we'll go south. Oh, no, never mind, south is clear. And that is how you beat Cold Blood on Insane. This is the domain of the Fire Ant. And I hope you have enjoyed, and now you have the knowledge to beat this level by yourself. If you did enjoy and you want to see 4.2 done on Insane, make sure to subscribe so that way you know when I release that, because I will be releasing it in the next couple of days whenever I figure out how to beat it. Anyway, catch you in the next one. Later.